series of videos I'm going to start doing called Trip Down Memory Lane. My first trip down memory lane goes back to September 1987, and the times before and after that. The feelings I felt, a turmoil of doubt and terror had been boiling inside of my spirit for years now. I was terrified that when I died, I was not saved, that I was going to go to hell and burn forever and ever and ever and ever. I cried many tears over this, many times, trying to enjoy living my life as best as I could, listening to Honda's Messiah on the cassette tapes, eating though I love to eat. But that turmoil of emotions within me, I never had any rest from it. I loved going to bed at night though, because I was able to leave it all behind, but it got so bad in September of '87, I lost 5 pounds. I could not eat. My mom made some chili for me one day and I just could not eat it. I couldn't stomach it. I went from 150 pounds to 145 pounds. And it took me forever to climb back up. Well, we had this principal from Calvary Christian Academy. His name was Sam Shrewsbury. And he was a good man, righteous man, but because I was an immature little kid back then, he often found himself unable to stop laughing at my little idiosyncrasies and the way I was. We now understand it was Asperger's syndrome back then. My immaturities, lacking in social skills, falling behind in the social skills. Well, one day the turmoil of emotion within me was so unbearable, I got a pass from Miss Kennedy, the study hall teacher, to go talk to him. I went in and explained to him how I'd asked the Lord to save me, but I just didn't know if I was saved, and I about broke into tears right there. Well, you know what he did? He kind of minimalized it, kind of laughed, and he said, "Okay, I'll tell you what, we got 50 minutes, and then you got to go." Yeah, he gave me a time limit. We're dealing with matters of which he believed of eternal. The stakes couldn't be higher. I could walk out of his office and die of a heart attack, and I'd go to hell. And he was just being so flippant, nonchalantly. You got 15 minutes. So I told him my dilemma, how there's a sin I could not get over back then. That was disobeying my parents and battling wasp nests, because Mom and Dad told me not to do it. But I could not stop doing it because it gave me a sense of self-esteem, and I could take my hand and slap a whole nest full of wasps, 15 or more, and kill every one and not get stung once. Or I could have them come at me and I could just and pop them right out of the air, one by one. I could not give up that sin, and I felt because I couldn't, I was not saved. And he's like, well, and he gave me an illustration. I didn't tell him what the sin was because I was ashamed to admit it to anybody. He said, let me ask you this. If someone comes up to the altar and says they get saved, they're a thief, and they go back and they steal again, what do you think? And he's like, which in your case, maybe you're not saved, which is you're not, you need to do that now. And finally I was pleading and talking to him and telling him about all the times I had asked Jesus to save me. And finally he dismissed me because the time was up. He's finally like, look, you meant it. You meant it. Just flippantly. How did you know I meant it? Just flip. These people believe in a larger world, and yet they let the affairs of this world dictate how they live their lives, and it trumps the affairs of the next world. Or the next world. Do they really believe? Well, Jesus would ask, where is your faith? I remember the one time I took a test and I would write all over the test. I didn't do my work on a separate sheet of paper. I would turn the test in. He was like, what's this? You're showing me how sloppy you can make a test? One day I got on his nerve so badly he tore breaking a piece of paper up and tore it. And he was making jokes about it. He's like, what's this? You're trying to make this into a paper airplane? Finally, one of the students, Ron Smith, even finally said, stop it. Please stop. I mean, this guy he's dead now. He's pushing up daisies now. But anyways, I wish he was still alive so you could see what effect he had on me and his unloving attitude. Holy, sanctimonious, because I'm going to heaven. That's all that matters. If you go to hell, that's on you. That's your fucking problem. I mean, when the stakes couldn't be higher and Christians don't give a fucking damn. I mean, this is a harsh, cruel fucking cosmos. Think about it. This planet is not conducive to living a happy life. They're poisonous snakes that can kill you. If you don't eat, you die. If you step outside of the atmosphere, your blood boils and you die in outer space. Well, anyways, yes, I believe in God and Jesus. I have my reasons. I won't get into them now, but like the atheists, when atheists who are dying and not, they're so smug and arrogant, but when they're dying, they're screaming, calling out to God to save them. People who are dying saying their feet are on fire. But even then, some of those accounts, they disagree. So, something's fucked up now. Yes, I believe in God and Jesus. I believe in the Holy Spirit. But I also got an open mind to listen to what an atheist and what an unbeliever says. Because if what I believe is the truth, it will win out in the end. Because if God is the truth, He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. If He is the truth, what the fuck are you afraid of, God? Why are you afraid of all these other philosophies? Because if you're the truth, what can they do to you? But if you're so shaking your fist, killing off your enemies like a mafia godfather, you know what that says to me? One word. Insecurity. Fucking insecurity. Are you really as great as you say you are? And if I own this whole fucking universe and if I was almighty and couldn't be any more mighty than I was, I'd know eventually everything would come out my way. I'd know that. I'd be self-confident, secure in my greatness. Why aren't you, God? What it boils down to now, I want those good looks and longer arms, and if I had to burn forever in the lake of fire in this God unloving, cruel cosmos, fucked up goddamn cosmos with a God who only gives a fuck about himself and doesn't really love us as much as he loves his goddamn self, I'm willing to have to burn forever in this lake of fire, dying of thirst, unable to take another drop of water again. Demons running their claws through me like razor blades, through my body, slicing me up. I still can't die. Flames burning me up, making my eyes feel like hot coals. I'm willing to go for that forever if I had to. I had the longer arms, longer forearms, and natural my arms, and to be the smoking, good-looking guy to all females, past, present, and future, better than imagination. I sell my soul to the devil for that, unless God will do it, like I want it. Not the Coleman Drive treatment either. That and another edition of Down with Memory Lane. Mr. Shrewsbury is dead. I hope when he was standing before Jesus, he saw what he did to me. The effect he had on me. Stupid ass, holy sanctimonious son of a bitch. Are there ever times he was really good? Yeah. Talked to me tenderly and kindness, but the times he laughed at me just because I was different. I'm sorry. Would he laugh at me now? Having known what he knows now in heaven, would he laugh at me? Would Jesus laugh at me? Would Jesus have laughed at me? Or have gotten irritated with me because I'm different and have Asperger's? If I came up here with my problem, would he have said something like this? Oh, you fool. How long shall I bear with you? How long am I going to have to put up with you? Judging from the way Mr. Shrewsbury acted, that's a real fucking possibility.